Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. Going to continue our New World gameplay with more campaign gameplay. We're going to be playing New World, the Syndicate's support. We have gotten to level 30, and we are going to be working on that today. If you like my gameplay coverage as well as my talk shows in the mornings, we greatly appreciate that support. Be sure to hit subscribe, the bell button. If you came over from the live redirect, we appreciate that as well. I try to come over here on this side of the screen so that I don't block any of the stuff in that bottom corner. Now, somebody told me that that area of the map might be too hard for me. Oh, yeah. No, wait. No, we should be fine. We should be fine up here at Weaver's Den. Although the settlement's blocking the level numbers recommendation. But we should be fine. I'm going to say 26 to 35. This is probably 35 to 40. We should be fine. These are 45 though nearby, so I might need some people with me. You know, we're supposed to speak to this guy after reaching level 30, and we just did hit level 30. So that's where I'm headed. If anybody in chat wants to come. Okay, so Idiot Genius Gamer is going to run with me. Okay, I believe you're Syndicate in the game. So they've confirmed that full credit cards weren't leaked. Okay. Is there any way to track faction player counts? I have no idea. Like, if our server is just completely overwhelmed with green people, then we'll never pull ahead. Okay, so now Anchor adds monetization. Whatever. Well, the music's different here. All right, so who is online? Oh, that looks good. Yeah, who is online right now? 7 are online. So Silence on, Syndic's on. A lot of folks are on. Okay. I have this gut feeling it's not overwhelmed and they're just playing the game. What? That could be it. Did they email you? Yeah, they're starting to run ads for people that have over like 50 listeners or higher or something. Introducing ads by Anchor, flexible options for every podcaster. It begins with ambassador ads, which enable you to tell your listeners about Anchor and earn money once you reach 50 listeners. It's that simple. Like that, I had an Anchor ad that ran forever on our podcast, and it did very well for me. Okay, so let me get how to apply to get in the company. Just get on somebody's friends list, and we'll get you in, Bowers. Just get on somebody's friends list, and we will get you in. It always takes a second for everybody to show up. Okay, here's Syndicate. Invite sent. Vinny, Silent, and well, Sven's probably too weak for the area. Silent and Vinny, I don't know. Are you guys coming along for the ride? Syndic's already with me, so we might just set out and see how it goes. You're semi-AFK? Okay, no worries. We should be able to handle it. I think you gotta be 100 on mining to get this. Yeah, Star Metal Vein, you gotta be 100. If you guys haven't smashed the like button yet, please do so. Get us our first 100 likes. I could see leveling musket. I was thinking about it. when I was talking with Creature. What's that guy doing? He's sleeping. If we were flagged for PvP, we could just kill him. Yeah. Musket didn't seem fun, but like, if I'm in a dungeon and I'm running healing and sitting back, it probably would work really, really well. Do you know what I'm saying? YouTube errors? Yeah, redirect's kind of funky. It's gotten better. You tried bow, or you just prefer a musket? Well, I got this yesterday. The pastor's boomstick. I can't. They're 70. My skinning's too low. What level are you? I'm level 30. I hear a bear. Hortus bear, level 30. Look at the size of that thing. You want to try it? Let's try and get it. Oh, there's another one. Oh my god. Japers! I swear that's going to be the quest, isn't it? That's going to be the quest, isn't it? To go kill those guys, and we already did it.
You'll hit boiling bear urine. You see, my theory is, but I don't mean to be. Yeah. Now that is funny.
So this is level 32.
Love a good hypothetical, but right now I need.
This is level 32. Might get something from this, though. We're not doing sword and shield anymore. Level 32 sword. Okay. Locate someone who can teach you more about bear repellent. Those were very tough. Oh my gosh. Wait. Oh, he's right here.
Bear repellent.
Gosh, this is just easy XP.
There's an old recipe that hunters here have used for ages.
Talk to Piper. Oh, there's another big bear there. You decide if you're moving servers or not? I don't know. I think we're in we're stuck now because nobody can join us. So, like, if we really want to have a full company, I don't know if we can stay here because no one can join our server. Now, when they do the server migration, maybe a bunch of you will be able to.
Oh, you just what I needed.
Eden is full. Tried joining last night. Yeah, like our queue times are gone, but you can't join. We're too full. You can skin animals up to 62. Haven't seen one that high.
Did Theo finally figure out the formula? Thanks science for that.
We are just literally being circled around. Miles just doesn't quit. It's a popular game. Popular game. Bear repellent equals a musket in the bear's face.
It smells terrible. The things I do for data.
This is great. Like, we're literally just getting XP for running around and talking to people. Yo, Astro Candy with 2 months. Welcome back.
It's almost a
Thanks for keeping your membership here.
The bears were about to accept me. Maybe.
The bears were about to accept you like a bear person. How's New Urban treating you today? We just started. We're working on a quest to move the, move the story along.
Oh, your band? It's a bear. Well, I'm not exactly sure. Can't get close. It's very volatile, even more.
Wait, so did we get the thing? Oh yeah, we got the thing. So we got a pair of light boots. It's Constitution focus, and there's nothing else. So those aren't worth it. Okay, now it wants me to go all the way over there, and see that's 35. Let's see. Let's go. Let's just try it. Why'd you swap to spear? You must not have been here in the past couple of days. I've been on spear for a minute. My spear is at level 10. I'm running spear life staff. I like it better as a combination. Sword and shield just didn't feel all that strong. I don't know. It just didn't feel all that strong. Why can't New World have mounts? I think we're gonna either talk about mounts tomorrow or the factions. Probably mounts. Mounts seems to be like the biggest question. We should have grabbed a bunch of faction boards and things while we were doing this. There's dadgum sheep everywhere. Ow! Those guys are jerks. Ow. Yeah, there's all these animals around that we could be harvesting for like a bounty, for like a town board. Let's check the house. Always check the house. Remember what happened last time you were on this rock? I think that was a different rock. I think that was another rock when the boar ate me. I think that wasn't this rock. Don't forget your 3 daily double XP faction missions. Usually easy 12,000. Yeah. We got to loot back and grab them. I just don't know if this is the area to be in. If New World had mounts and friend, combat, companion, and augmented companions, Neverwinter would be totally outclassed. Yeah, but I mean, that sometimes isn't the intention of the game. That's like being like, if Forza added motorcycles to their game, then Ride would be totally outclassed. And Forza might be like, yeah, we don't want to add. That's something that we want to do. Does that make sense? They built a game and an ecosystem and a travel economy that doesn't square with mounts. You know what I mean? What's good, Harry? Yeah, so apparently Blightwood, according to a wiki, can drop the Azeroth, like drop of Azeroth or whatever the frick it's called. I don't believe it. Oh, 31, he's not bad. You got cows, sheep, turkeys, etc. No horses. I don't know what to tell you, man. I can literally cast spells with a staff, and you're worried about the animal ecosystem. You know, there's plenty of places in the world you can go that have lots of animals and no horses. Horses aren't like squirrels, you know what I mean? They're not running around every neighborhood. I'm sure right now you could find pockets of America that are the size of New World where there are no horses. I'm sure of it. We gotta cut in. We gotta cut in, homie. Shoot. I don't know if there's gonna be a good place to cross. This water might be too deep. What's he doing? That guy was like eating to heal or some crap. I bet you there's no more than a 25-mile gap between horses. What, everywhere in the world? I don't think we can go out there. We're going to drown. We're going to have to go around the water. Yeah, there's no way across. Holy frick! Oh. Oh, the enemies respawn. Let's get the frick out of here. You did the 4th dungeon last night. It's good. You got to leaf blow that gator. Leaf blow! Like, it's exciting to hear that you're enjoying some of the late game PvE. And here we find Syndicate down in the water, drawing that aggro. Just like a good man should. Oh! I love the setting here, like the fog and the light cascading through the trees. It looks really good. It looks really good for an MMO. This game is very pretty. All right, we can cut in. We can cut in. These guys are annoying, huh? Hopefully there's no gators out here. Let's keep it going, brother. Go all the way around here. People were hitting 60 on like the second day. Just in case. Kuda Papa renewing 2 months and a tier 3. I always laugh when people talk about swimming. You're wearing like 100 to 200 pounds of armor and you expect to be swimming? Yeah, just go put on football pads and try to swim. See how that goes. This stuff weighs more than that. Oh wait, there's some side quests up in here. Oh, this is the village. Yeah, we might as well. Look how close we are. Look how close we are to the village, Holmes. Let's see what the level is in here. Try and rack up some easy XP, you know? Boar, gator, and elk. Or we'll grab these. This one might be done already. Oh no, the first 3 you turn in. Shoot. It's like the first 3 you turn in, right?
Welcome. That's the idea.
Okay, so that's 32. Probably worth doing.
Is the shattered mountain erupting and this strange illness? It's hard to... Yes, one in particular.
It's the first dungeon. I feel like you can just left-click spam DPS through the mechanics. You have to respect the boss's attacks and think about when you're going to position for DPS. Oh, in the last dungeon? So there's a quest over here. That guy sounded a little bit like Chadwick Boseman, didn't he?
I'm afraid. We're trying, but fish is our main staple in the fen.
Oh, the first 3 faction turn-ins.
Excuse me, I was lost in thought. How might the Syndicate serve you?
Okay, is there anything else here? Find the Traitor's Trail. Okay, nothing's going out there to 1. So we could go to 1, and then when we come back, work on the others. Well, hang on. We should at least grab the hunting ones. I'm sorry, I'm freaking giving you whiplash. Boar, gator, elk. Might as well. Because we might see them. You know? All right. Back out into the wild. Wait, what the frick? This water is a... We're just doing it. We're hoofing it, bro. We're hoofing it. Boar. Ow! Wait, do I have to cull them or skin them? 20? Hang on a minute, bro. Let's just keep it going. Kill them when we can. What level is my skinning? Oh boy! Oh. Ow! I don't know. My skinning's maybe in the 30s. Here's a boar. Tip number 45. Kill all the boars you find. Okay. Now listen, boys. You're going to want a flag for Pete beat Pete. The guy comes up and runs his mouth. Okay. I'm going to make like entire tip videos centered around bad things that happen to me. Alright guys, in this video, we're going to talk about why you should never turn your back on a boar. People are like, this is the most worthless information ever. That guy got kaleidoscoped. I'm just gonna start making up sayings. Ow. Make some bacon. We could make a junk ton of bacon by now. How many boar we've killed? I heard one. I heard an alligator. I think. Nope. Get xylophoned. Leaf blow! Oh, he got in one hit before he died. Doubt it. There's one. Alright. I get out of the way of that. Alright, we're almost there. We're almost there. We got a good amount of boar on the way there. That wasn't too bad. We need like, what, like 20 or 30 or something dumb? Extra XP. Mm-hmm. we go. There we go. We gotta investigate. It's acting like we need to investigate right here. I guess we just go in. The frick? An ancient chest. Keep getting stuff I don't need. I never get like really good spears. Yes. Just watermarking. What do we do here? Eating kettle chips? No. Okay, that was that. Get kicked. All right. We may be able... Can we just run out of here? No, there's water that way. So we want to go... This water right here sucks. It really does. We need to get to 4. I mean, it's just not in the cards. Where is 2? 2 is back at town. So we'll just do 2 and then go down. Like, there's no fast way to get around the water. Lona looking like a New World Pro, watermarking his gear. That's right, baby. I guess let's just watch for boar on the way back. Thanks for the heals, buddy. I switched to my wand just in time. To get credit, if you guys are new and just tuning in, we do gameplay in the afternoons and a talk show in the mornings. Trying to do a lot of New World coverage. We're currently working on questing, campaign, moving along. The main campaign, we just turned 30. Level 30 recently, and we're working our way to 31. Or hang on a second. What do we got? We've only done 11. 20 boar is just so much. How does one watermark gear? You're basically equipping the gear. You're saying, I know I'm wearing gear score 350 on my boots, but I'm equipping a 363 so I get credit. Like, oh. The game basically says, that's your earned gear score now. And it should help with drops in the future. Follow the trail of ectoplasm. Of freaking course. Literally going to take us right back the way we just freaking went. I knew it. I knew we should have grabbed it when we left. Like a straight eastward trajectory here, where we just came from. Yeah, it's not highest equipable like the other game. It's the history of highest equipped. Gator. Oh, he's dead. Alright, we'll do the boar then. Leveled up my spear. What's applying bleed? Is this applying bleed? So this, and then critical chance goes up if they're bleeding. Oh, I can't get that one. Oh, we already have that. I'm dumb. Okay. Sorry, bro. I had to do some reading. Okay. Investigating the ectoplasm. Follow the trail. Okay. If you have higher in your inventory, can you scrap it? Yes, after equipping it. That's what watermarking is. Like you put it on and it basically watermarks that slot and says, oh, this person has earned a 363. Even though you're wearing a 350, you mark that slot. You're enjoying New World? Yeah, I've been thoroughly enjoying it. I'm enjoying covering it. Defeat Matheson the Traitor. Hello? Mr. Traitor? Are you here? I'm gonna steal your stuff. I suppose we wait for a spawn. Is that what it is? There's a boar we can fight while we wait. Stealing more of your stuff, buddy. I got a melon and a coconut. What you're saying is we have slot leveling? Yeah, what a freaking concept. Although we don't have slot leveling in effect, we have it in practice in the background. So does this guy just like appear here? Would you consider leveling in New World content? Well, it's attached to content, right? It's attached to content. Can you explain watermarking? Yeah. Okay, so right now, I am wearing 329 gloves, but I just found 361. Okay? When I do this, and I equip it, it tells the game that I earned a 361 gear score for gauntlets. So it should start dropping me gear in accordance to that. As an example, I just recently had these drop, and they're at a 359. So they're close to this. Now, that's a level 30 piece. This is a level 28 piece, so it's not quite... It's not perfect, okay? This is Dex, Focus, Empty Gem Slot. So we would lose some armor rating, but we would gain a gear score. We'd get Corrupted Damage Absorption and the Empty Socket, which we already kind of have. So. But it watermarks that slot. So then the game is like, oh, you're not wearing a 358, but you've basically flagged or watermarked that slot as the highest that you got. Yeah, you just equip it and switch it back. That's all you have to do. This guy's spawn rate sucks. Wait, I hear some. Holy frick. Okay, got that one done. That was easy. Oh, a boar! Sounds an awful lot like slot leveling. Well, no, what slot leveling would do is equipping it would take that slot up to that level and leave it there. Does that make sense? Like, oh, you earned a gear score of 363, and it would change that slot to it. We only need 4 more boar. Slot leveling would raise that slot's level. Right now, it's watermarking it so it treats it as if it is. That's essentially the same as Destiny. Destiny treats that slot as if it's the highest equipable, even if you don't have it equipped. This is the same, I'm just allowed to get rid of the item. There's 3 more boar. We should just try to get them before we go back. Like, truth be told, I love taking shots at Destiny if I can, but it's not really a shot against Destiny. The difference in Destiny is you just have to keep highest equipped while you're leveling. In this, you equip it, it marks it as if it is that level, and then you're allowed to discard it. Looking for boar in all the wrong places. Looking for boar. Hello? If I don't find a boar in the next 10 seconds, I'm going to make the joke. I'm going to make the joke. 9, 8. Okay, there's one. You guys got spared. We need 2 more. The gator spawn rate in here is pretty terrible for a marsh. You think they'd be around every dadgum corner. Make the joke anyway. Alright, 10-second countdown. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Ah, you got one. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm getting awfully bored. Looking for these boars. Might want to repair that spear. Oh. Let's just do this. Can you repeat that about the leveling again in New World? Yes. You equip everything you get at least once so that it can mark that slot as the highest that you've earned. What's your skill repair level? I don't know. Okay, the boar thing is done. I'm going to unpin the complete ones. Excuse me. What's your skill repair level? Yeah, I don't know. Okay. All right, let's look at the map. Let's look at the map. What's closest? Yeah, over there. Over there. So if we go... We can't... Yeah, I don't want to cut through. I don't want to cut through. I don't want to cut through. So let's just do this. Let's just do this. Totally forgot I can see boar on the radar. That would have been extremely helpful information. Yesterday! I'm just kidding. Catch any treasure chests from fishing yet? Yeah, yeah. Pretty regularly, actually. If you guys haven't smashed like or subscribed to Talk in the Chat yet, please do so. If you're enjoying the show, I'm a Safe for Work broadcaster. I do gameplay in the afternoons. We do a talk show in the morning. We will be playing Far Cry 6 today as well. Checking that one out. Which is a better walking simulator? New World or Death Stranding? Trapping's got to be 50 to see boar? Yeah, I don't know. My tracking and skinning is just 35. I think 50 is the next benefit. Yo, I should do fishing all morning while I'm doing the talk show. That's an idea. I should just be doing something while I'm doing the talk show, just leveling stuff up, you know? Wouldn't be that distracting. I don't have to show you guys the gameplay, you know? Don't know his skill poor, he just buys everything with the coffee money. That's right. Sit the frick down, bro. I kind of wish my flying kick had tracking or maybe refreshed faster if you don't land. Like, give it like an expedited cooldown. Ah, shoot. We still have to cross. Is that an alligator? Yes. Nice. Have you played Bus Simulator? Yeah, we have footage of that up on our other channel. Or that might be here. I don't know. Defeat Lost Piscarian Fishery. The frick back, bro. What's that? Was that you? Bluefish after bluefish using no bait. Oh, a blue hammer. There's number 2. Number 4. Alchemy crate. Continuous motion will give you a 30% cooldown on ability if it hits. With the vault kick. Oh. That one didn't count. I think we've wandered. Yeah, no, that one didn't count. Yeah, we left the area. Ain't that some bullshit? Yeah, they gotta have the little diamond above their head for the quest. Hello, mate. Aww. Alright, one more. Okay, that one's done. Okay, so if we look at the map, there is actually one here. Defeat the Gilgut Lost. Two more. Hey, big fella. Okay, got that one. Unpin. Let's take a look at the map. Gators Gone Wild. Collect alligator scales from gators. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do that one. What the frick? Got indigestion or something? What's that sound that you make? What one did we pin? 4. We can head to 4. Can we get out of here? Oh yeah, we can head straight to 4. It's possible. It's possible. What's the end game of New World? Alright, how many gators now? 2 more. We just need 2 more gators. What was that show with that guy? Was Turtle Man? Remember, guys, remember the show Turtle Man? Is that show still around? Search chests. Alright, we gotta search chests in this area. There's one. Oh, these guys might actually be pesky. Jerks? No, I didn't have a G Fuel flavor that was being worked on. I had an advanced GG flavor that was being worked on. I actually ended my contract and agreement with G Fuel. I went with advanced GG because they were open label and I like their philosophy about that. Because I have a daughter with an egg allergy and I think food labels should be more transparent with what's in their food. So I didn't have anything necessarily against G Fuel. I just went with a company that didn't do like proprietary recipe shenanigans, so they don't have to tell you the exact numbers of stuff. So yeah, it was actually the contract deal with Advanced GG that started the plot against me, because somebody that worked with that company was like, "Oh, I've heard stories about that guy. It makes me really uncomfortable that I'm gonna have to be working with him or whatever." Like, if I would have just stayed with G Fuel, who knows? They might have never went after me. That was kind of the catalyst. I don't even fault her for it either. You had people efficiently working to do that, to spread lies. The ringleader, the mental health fraud. Who's terrible at labeling his Indian restaurants? Really? They use nuts in everything and they don't tell you? Yeah, you got to be really careful with nuts, because like there's a big difference between tree nut allergies and yeah, big difference. You got to be able to specify all that stuff. BS reason for people who share sponsors don't have to interact. Yeah. But again, that's why private character assassination is so effective, because no one's gonna have the stones or the courage to be like, they're not gonna come to me and be like, "I don't really know you, but I heard these stories about you." They're just gonna believe them. Generally, people believe their friends. You know what I mean? And she told people the story for 2 years, you know, which is not a sign of being a victim or trauma or actually going through anything hard. It's a sign of a liar and a gossip. I'm a victim of abuse myself. Like, I know victims. That's not what they do. I've never met a single person who was traumatized or, you know, assaulted and tells people for 2 years, you know, and encourages people to unfollow me and not work with me. That's private, like, character assassination. It's just gossip 101. You know, it's like didn't mentally grow past the age of 16. You know. They would have come for you anyway? Well, probably. That was the whole point, was they had convinced an entire community that I was a villain, and so the community was just fed up at that point. They're like, we've heard all these terrible stories. It was what happened to the super, super duper famous comedian. Like, I was watching Comedians in Cars, and that one guy was just like, yeah, everybody knows. So when it hit the public, no one doubted, right? When it hit the public about that man, no one doubted because so many people had been told privately. The rumors had just spread and spread and spread and spread. And obviously he was a villain of the highest order. So there was concrete evidence, testimony, and other ways to prove it. But that's how it works, is if you want to effectively take a person down, that's what you do, is you spread them privately so the person you're lying about can't contest them. And then when it hits the public, that person's powerless to stop it. Everyone just believes it. Stories always seemed off. Her stories change all the time. She's a liar. She's a professional liar. She's a fraud. She knows nothing. She's not qualified to speak about any of the things she's given a platform to speak on. And one day people will find out why she's given those platforms. Maybe the purple platform leak will bring that about. Mm-hmm. We need 2 more chests. Do I personally lose any powder energy drinks? No. I have all kind of blood pressure issues and stuff now. Palpitations and stuff. It always acts up. It was acting up yesterday when the purple news hit, because it just creates high levels of anxiety and anger. It's like a terrible cocktail of emotions. And so it helps to talk about it, but I wouldn't be able to take any of that stuff now. Like, I actually have physical manifestations and problems because of what they did. Like, I'm on medication. But I'm the villain, right? I'm the villain. Upper heart chamber palpitations and high blood pressure. Has nothing to do with my diet, my heart. It's all been looked at. It's all stress induced. So that's great. Holy what the ow! Ah. Fighting in houses is probably the worst. G Fuel Vodka always gets me through those late night sessions. Yeah, I would never endorse that. You're not supposed to. Not supposed to do that. I talked to a guy that worked in an ER, and he said the majority of their alcohol-related instances in the ER were people mixing alcohol with stuff that they shouldn't. That happens more than people, wrecking their car and hurting themselves or somebody else. People hurt their body. odd that two of them don't even play D2 anymore. Well, because I went on the offensive. I fired back and defended myself, and then the investigation exposed them for having conflicting stories, conflicting accounts. You know, tweets got deleted, VODs got deleted. They couldn't keep the stories straight, so they don't like to dabble in that community now, because the community, there's a lot of people that constantly will call them to account for it. You know, ruined a man's life. You know what I'm saying? Search chest. Can I do this before you hit? Okay, I appreciate that, buddy. That's very kind of you. Oh, we are above our weight. We are under our weight class out here. She dropped bombs. Ooh, boy. Okay. 4 more chests. Yeah, we're gonna have to be careful with kiting here. If we over kite, we're gonna get bombarded. Dang it. I mean, I can always heal, but okay, I can always go healer for us, but if we over kite, we're gonna get friggin' stun locked. Taking a page out of your book and have an Amazon channel in my server. Peeps are buying stuff for baby boy. Want to show them love. Do it. People want to love on you. Let people love you. Shame is the only reason. Shame is not the only reason. Shame is a leading reason that people don't let others love on them. Some weird voice telling you you're not worthy. Let them do it. It makes their day better. They feel good doing it. Where the frick are these chests, man? Did you find one? Oh, you and Crumpet shout peeps out? Yeah, we gave her little thank you note room. Yeah. People have really blessed my kids and my wife. You know, in the midst of all of this, they've been, you know, they've been really showered with a lot, and it's nice. It means a lot. Because obviously we're going to shelter our kids from everything that happened, and then when they're old enough, you know, we'll tell them the story. So then my daughter can say the names of people at night, you know. I'm just kidding. From Arya Stark. That's deep. I learned a lot of that. Excuse me. I learned a lot of that in therapy, man. You learn that stuff in therapy. 357? I think this one's better for now because of the stuff that we've been using. Because of the skills that we use. Can you not spawn? You tried to watch Alice in Borderland, you just couldn't get into it? Man, this game will not give me... Oh, here's medium chestware. I was just getting ready to say, it will not give me medium. Dex and intelligence, empowering whirling blade, base damage increase. Oh, but we don't use whirling blade, so it's worth equipping for the watermark. But okay, sorry. Just combing through my loot. This place sucks for finding chests, by the way. Like, it really sucks. There's, like, none. His chest hasn't reset yet. So there's the one that we just found indoors. Like, this village blows, man. Oh, there's one. You hate chest missions? Well, the problem is, I don't know why I keep hitting escape after I do something like that. There must be a game that I was playing where I had to do that. Don't send me to a place to find 5 chests when there's like 5. You know? If I have to find 5, make sure there's like 8 or 9 in the area. Maybe there's some over here. Yeah, there's one. I'll check the rest of this place. Yeah, there's one. Okay. Unpin. Consult the map. Let's head down to 2. Some people seem so low that they can't believe that they're worth loving. Well, right, like I've been there. Like I said, I've been in therapy for 3 years. Like, we had to do a lot of work. I had to do a lot of work to go back and process and analyze and look at things, and you know, and you get a lot of relapse when people publicly, you know, claim things about you that aren't true and pour on more shame and more guilt and more you know, these PR places are so weird. Is your character getting a little fast at weapon handling? No, oh no, we gotta cross. I just have abilities that I'm using that makes me do attacks fast. Like, I have different attacks I can do quickly. This is really bad. I knew it. That was not the best route, but whatever. You've also getting into bad things, relationships, because I don't deserve. Yeah, like a lot of the times, people don't understand. They're like, why would you stay with a bad person? Why would you stay with an awful guy? And they don't understand that the person thinks that's what they deserve. An alligator! I think we need one more. I think we need one more gator. I didn't get credit for that. That's weird. Oh, we're not in Wretched. We're not in the place right now. We're too far away. Yeah, we're supposed to be over here. Yeah, it has to say Wretched Shallows above my head. That's so freaking annoying. What the frick am I reading in my chat right now? What are you doing? Alright, we gotta get 3. Gator. Man, he likes me. I must taste good. Okay, that should be all the gators that we need. Yeah, yeah. Now we just need to try to cull elk if we can find any. Unpin. Frick. So we got the hoof at the 1. We have to hoof at the 1. I don't know what's worse. Somebody bringing up Jesus or baseball. I'm having a hard time. I don't know which is worse. Which would I prefer not be in my chat? And I'm a fan of him. I'm a fan of him. I'm not a fan of baseball. And I still am not sure which is worse. You leave baseball out of this. Alright, let's keep our eyes peeled for some elk. Why do they call this game New World? Everything I've seen is pretty old and run down. That's a good point. That's a very good point. We appreciate the strong turnout again today for this morning's talk show and this afternoon's gaming session. If you're new, do me a favor and hit subscribe if you like this kind of content. If you're enjoying the show, subscribing is free. Excuse me. Subscribing is free. We are safe for work. We will be checking out Far Cry 6 today as well. I don't think I will. A guy told me to get over it and move on, so I did use the Captain America gif. Ah, we have to fight. He got me. Ow! Oh, this is bad. What part of the chemical of the egg makes your dog allergic? There's not a specific part. She's just highly allergic. It's not like the whites or the yolks. Excuse me. Thank you for the $2, dude. Appreciate the tip. Hopefully you weren't like trying to ask that in chat and I ignored you. I wasn't meaning to. I don't want people to ever feel like they have to like tip me to get an answer. Should be able to get in here. Maybe. This is probably gonna be too steep. Maybe not, maybe not. Dustin D, who are you and why are you in my chat? You got a problem with that guy doing that? I don't. I respect the man's courage. I've not even said what I think about his stance. I don't care about that. Get that out of my chat anyway. Get out of here. Okay, so we got to do a lot of fighting up here. We got to stay close together. Yeah, he's like a controversial subject Rolodex. He just keeps bringing stuff up. Love it. Oh, man, I have like a tickle in my throat. Holy frick, it's annoying. Yeah, these guys count. These guys count. Dadgummit. No Man's Sky latest expedition. Oh, there's another expedition coming? Okay, okay. It's out already. Whoops. Wait, is that a guy? The frick? Should we I guess we should continue. No. We left. No, we gotta stay up here. Tried Warhammer yet? I don't have time to do that. I'm too invested in spear and healing staff. You know what I mean? I'd have to spend a junk ton of time leveling up Warhammer to make it worth it. Oh, that guy. Hang on, I gotta take a drink. Dadgummit. That is the worst. You get like a tickle in your throat, dude. Cannot get it to go away. Zombie food. Gather ancient herbs? Maybe I just gotta cough it out. Expedition 3, Cartographers? Cartographers is old. No. That's the third. That's like the third expedition. They started a new one, people are saying. How do I gather ancient herbs? Are there like chests along the way? What the frick, man? From chests? See, this has happened to me before, though. Are they like, what are they, like, hidden? I've not seen very many chests. Are they down below? Are they underneath? Are they on the outers? Yeah, I did that one. That's what I'm saying. I ran into this problem before on another bridge. Like, there was like, I needed more than there were. Oh, maybe one's hidden over here. You gotta let them respawn. How though? They take I feel like they take forever. That doesn't seem like very good game design. Asking me to come to an area and collect 4 things, And there's only 2 chests, so then I have to wait for a respawn. That's just poorly designed. There's one just down the staircase. Okay. There are enough. They're just a pain to find. Yeah, I mean, if there's enough, I'm okay with it. But don't tell me I gotta wait for them to respawn. That's garbage. Should be enough. I just did this one. Okay, I'll check the stairs. Oh, I see it. I see it. Yeah, the place is pretty big. Okay, let's check the other stairs. I didn't realize the stairs were like counted as part of the bridge. I figured once we started going down the stairs, it would have me leaving the area. Maybe there's one in the middle here. Ow. Oh, there was one here. We got it. Okay. Ow! You little... Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Yeah, no, I've heard good things about that one. Okay, yeah, this is too far. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, okay. Cootie. Little coot boy. Okay, now where are we going? Alright. Let's go to 1. Excuse me. Ben's the top guy in our community right now, our company. He's level 40. Nice. Nice work. Hard to know who is sometimes. No, Demetrius is like Meech Sama or something. Dark Alliance like a 20-year-old game. All right, you son of a... You bully! Frickin' stun-locking bully, bro. You are such a... Ooh. Oh, he's a 36. That's why he's hitting so hard. Frickin' stun-lock garbage. Screw you, bro. Oh, Meat Sama's distorted? Oh, Meat Sama's distorted. That's right. That's right. Oh, no. Yeah, no. Demetrius is Meat Sama. No. Yeah. Yeah, it's confusing because you got Distorted Sama, but Distorted Sama's not Meat Sama. Distorted's not on our server. His tail whip outpowers your leap blow. Yeah, because he kept knocking me out of the healing area, and he kept me sunlocked. Like, I couldn't do anything. It's like as soon as I would go to attack or dodge, I was getting hit. Yo, Ghostface with 2 months of membership. Happy Thursday. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it, man. Why don't people use the same name for everything? Oh, homie. Homie. Trust when I say. It was always so frustrating when we used to do, like, raids and stuff. And somebody would be like, give me their username, and it would just be, like, the most random crap. Like, their name in the chat would be, like, Bucking Bronco, and then they'd be like, what's your name in the video game? And they'd be like, oh, Lizardman85. Oh. And you're like, they're not even related. We should have checked in at the hotel. Search chests. There's a big guy. So, oh no. Oh, this is a bad area. This is a bad area, bro. This is a bad area, bro. All right, there's a chest up there. This is not a good neighborhood. We should not be here. That worked out. Oh boy, oh boy. This is bad. This is real bad. One more. Excuse me. Ow, 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 ow. Ah, there's one over here. Or we gotta get the frick out. We are too weak to be here. Synod, I'm so sorry. You alright? You got it. We're fine. She'll retreat soon. There she goes. Whew. It's rough going right there. Okay, so I think the only thing we didn't do... Those are not in this area. I think we did everything in the area except for Cull Elk. Yeah, there's nothing left. Menacing Mama? No, it's Menacing Mommy, and then there's Heavy Metal Mama. Diablo 4 has a new game director. I'm sure that's going to go really, really well for that game. Need a third? I'm not sure what we would do now. We'll see. Let's see what happens when we turn everything in. We probably should have checked into this hotel, but I guess we could check in the hotel and do another round if there's another round of side quests here. You got it mixed up? Yeah, if there's one thing I'm pretty decent at, it's getting all the usernames. Remembering people's usernames and stuff. How the frick do we get up there? Lynn always forgets my name. No, I don't. I just don't say your full name. I just call you chest pain.
Oh, excuse me, I was lost in thought. How might the Syndicate serve you?
Then Matheson has been dealt with?
He's been calling me the wrong name for over 5 years.
Yes, these are the herbs I was thinking of. Alchemist Rubus believes there is some merit to my theory, and she had some ideas of her own.
Whatever.
That's what the I don't know.
Axe. Axe just doesn't have the same ring to it, you know?
You're back. It's done, isn't it?
Where's the... Oh, here it is. Anything else need turned in? Oh, he's out in the wild.
Oh, excuse me, I was lost in thought.
Is Eugene know all of
How
us
might the
now?
Syndicate serve you?
Yeah, I mean, what do you want me to do? So down here, this stuff's 40. I hate the jump in your faction gear. 20. And then this stuff down here is all 35s and 40s. It's just, there just doesn't seem to be any sense to it. Hang on, there's another side quest here.
In all the
Okay. Yeah, there's more side quests to grab out there as well. We should definitely check in at the inn here, because if we're gonna do all this and then boomerang back, the inn's on the opposite side. My company is 3 companies large at the moment. Jeepers. I'm not waiting until 33 to equip that. Oh, that looks so awesome. I wish it was sensible for me. I mean, it's Dex Intelligence, but it will not give me medium on my chest. It won't let me do it.
Takes a certain kind to travel through the fen.
Okay. All right, so we're checked in there. That's a turn in all the way out there. All right, let's go grab this side quest and then keep going and do a turn in. Oh, he's probably up. No. He's in the valley between. Why are you guys trying to guess his real name? His real name is Beverly. Yeah, Shirley. Wouldn't be surprised if it was Steve. I don't think it's worth trying to guess him his name. Lono can probably attest that you'll never guess it. Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah, you guys can stop guessing. You'll never guess it. Okay. They're gonna put Buffy the Vampire Slayer in Mortal Kombat 11. Schmeagol. Yeah, his parents named him after Lord of the Rings character Schmeagol. You got it. Hmm. There's something really, really big behind me. What was that? There was like something stomping behind me. Oh, probably one of those bears. There's something really big behind me. Turns around, it's a sheep. I was like, yeah, how disappointing.
You found exactly. The crimson particles aren't an indication. Do you realize? Oh, is it? Yes, yes, it could be a good thing. Do send a message when you know the time and place. Now, what to do with all this bear urine?
Okay, let's see. There's nothing. There's no fast way to do any of this. Down to 5, I would guess, and then we would just move our way up through. Hit level 30 yet? Yeah, I'm at 31. The bar you see filled is on its way to 32. Yeah, Eleanor. Yeah. Yeah, I remember Eleanor. Oh, you're only 27? I mean, dude, it's slow. It slows down, dude. It really does. No. Keep going. As far as I know, there's nothing here. No, there's nothing here. Got a character with an alt and both level 60. You gotta think that's either like paid for, like a bot, like some kind of a bot farm, or just insane optimization, no lifing. Like, I don't know, dude. Is the ridiculous dub dialogue on purpose, or it's just that bad? Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have the greatest options either way, Eugene. Like, apparently the dub is closer to the Korean, and the subtitles are, like, horrendously not. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. The dubbing is bad, but apparently the... What the frick is that? Okay. Apparently, the subtitles are arguably worse. Original audio with English subs is the best. That's not what I've read. I've read that the opposite. The The subtitles are the best. Closed captioning is the worst. What's the I don't understand. How is there a difference there? I'm just trying to find chest, bro. Nothing. There's one. Got one. That's the first time I've gotten a blue longsword. Okay. My man is just taking a beating for me. I feel like we checked these two houses and we only got two. Where would the next one be? There's not a lot of area here. Can't unhear leaf blow. Oh, right here, right here. Perfect. Alright, we head to 4 now. Are you freaking serious? Squid Game should be a one and done. No, they'll always go back for 2 when they're that successful. You'll get the funding. The second one will be a commercial success, even if it's not as good. You don't have the time, you don't like currency caps. Yeah, a lot of the currency caps are pretty rough. Search for Hazel at Hazel's Cave. Oh, this will be interesting. There she is. a room for a chest. I think Hazel's in Hazel's cave. I mean, it definitely took me a while to think that one through, you know? It definitely took me a while to sleuth that one out. All right, let's go to 4. It's really close. Search chests. BS. Probably good we ran through here. You gotta be kidding me. Sit the frick down. All right, we need 6 chests in this area? What the frick? It's not even that big. Come on, everybody. Meet my friend. Oh, you gotta go? Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to get out of this area then. I'm gonna need another bodyguard if I'm gonna stay in this area. Feels good to be excited about blue gear again. Yeah. A little bit. No. We gotta stay in this area. Man, these chest finding ones are becoming a huge bummer. Like, if the chest more reliably showed up... Oh, there's one in there. Are you freaking serious? Sometimes the environment's a bigger enemy than the enemies. We need 3 more. Is that one there? Yeah, that's one there. Dude, I swear my freaking allergies are acting up again, like my eye itches. Okay, we got that one. Oh, there's one in here. Okay, one more. Like, everything looks the same. There's one on the porch. Okay. Like 2, 3, and then the north. Spear putting in some good DPS. It really is. It really is. It's a I've got a solid little run I can do on people. Frick! Dang it. I'm not gonna be able to get away from him. Yep. I'm not going to be able to. Like, as soon as he lands that hit, it's over. You're never going to get away. You're stun locked. Like, I hate that about this game. Like, certain enemies land one hit on you, and you are never getting away from them. You're stun locked. Like, just leave me alone, bro. It's like I ran into a stick, and that was my undoing. Yeah, the slower running after you get hit, yeah, it's so tilting. It's like, dude, just leave me alone. Yeah, the gators are real stun lock. Like a lot of their abilities, they have like no cooldown. I think this is the guy that wants the gators skinned. No, I'm not. I can't skin them. Leap blow. Can we get 200 likes? Yeah, that'd be great. We are we've just now crossed over like basically a week of coverage with this game, and we got to I don't know. We got to keep our eye on the interest because it feels like it's already waning. So we'll have to think through what that means. What that means for coverage and gameplay. Defeat the North Star healing for an ancient healer's kit. Oh, he's up on the bridge. Okay. Where's the stairs? There was a set of stairs on one side. UE made a video about why he's worried about the game. I've enjoyed it and I've enjoyed covering it, but if interest evaporates, I'm not gonna. We got to be smart. Like, I'm not gonna be an idiot. Like, I think the game has potential, and I've had a blast playing it and covering it, but we got to be smart. It's been a very, very quick decline. Was that the North Star healer? I'm confused. It'd be a bummer if you can't keep covering this game because of declining interest. Like, I would love to build a happy home in an MMO like this, but like that's always going to be the concern. Defeat the North Star healer for an ancient healer's kit. What the frick? Dude, this is so unfair. I already freaking beat you. This is so freaking cheap. That is so freaking cheap. I already beat that guy. And then I go back and have to do it again, and you freeze me and do a ton of damage? Whatever. That's BS. That is freaking BS. I already beat that guy for the quest, dude. So annoying. I freaking hate when games do that. Don't waste my freaking time. Like, don't. Time is the most valuable currency in games like this, and you piss mine away when you pull that BS. So, we're switching to Far Cry. I'm done. I'm done for the day. I'm not going back there and doing that. I took the time to walk all that way and kill that guy, and that'll do it for me for the day. You can frick all the way off. That is frickin' bogus. Cool. Let me schedule Far Cry and then move my PlayStation. That is so irritating. Go and kill a boss out of your league. I outplay him, outsmart him, strategize just right, and I beat him, and then he doesn't drop the thing he's supposed to drop. And then I gotta fight him again, and he freezes me, and I can't do anything, and I die. Wow, so fair. That is so fair. I was already done. Like, I was gonna do the two more quests and then switch to Far Cry. I'm not going all the way back there and doing that crap. F you. I'm done. I can't stand when games do that, dude. Well, frickin' rip me off. Frickin' rip me off. I got better things to do with my time than get cheated. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like, whatever. I put my healing down, and I just absolutely timed everything just right on the first run, and it doesn't drop the thing that I need him to drop. Was that boss higher level than you? Yeah, I'm a 31. He was higher level than me. He was like, wasn't he like a 35 or something? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I beat him. And he didn't drop the thing that he was supposed to drop. So then I went and fought him again, and he freezes me in my healing pool, and I die. Like, okay. Like, I was already getting ready to close up. Shop, and it's like, all right, that's my cue to quit, dude. You can frick all the way off. Like, I did what I was supposed to do, didn't get the thing, and then when I go to fight him again, you basically cheat me. It's like, oh, you can't move, and you're losing tons of health. It's like, oh, okay. Like, neat. I don't know. Progression's just so slow in this game. It's hard to play a game when you don't. I'm not seeing the results on the back end, so I'm like, is this the right decision? And then my character's barely moving. Like, we played for 2.5 hours, and I moved my level one time. Like, do you have any idea that how long that's gonna take for me to make any progress in this freaking game? Like, I don't have time to play this off stream. Like, progress is just so slow now. I'm doing what people said. I'm going to an area. I'm grabbing all the quests. I'm slightly underleveled. Like, we are being super efficient. We're getting everything done, and I'm barely leveling. Like, I started the day as a 30, and I rolled over into 31. Like, ooh, like riveting. Like, I'm so happy with my progress. It's gonna take me, 80 days to get to the cool endgame stuff. This game is super, super grindy. Yeah. I don't know. We want to create a happy home here, man. We do. We want to create a happy home here, but support is already waning, and I'm not going to grind hours and hours and hours a day if the interest on the YouTube audience is just evaporating. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, the core audience is interested, but that doesn't matter. That's not what we need. We need people to come to YouTube and care. And I think, unfortunately, they rooted this game so much in PvP that if you're not doing wars, I don't think people care. I don't think the interest in the viewership is there unless you're doing PvP or wars. You know what I mean? The core audience doesn't matter. Abe, don't do that. Why are you being this way? Why are you being this way, Abe? Like, you're being rude. You're just being rude. You know what I mean. The core audience shows up pretty much virtually no matter what I do. So if we're going to invest hundreds of hours in a game and I'm only getting the core audience to show up, that's a bad plan. You know what I mean when I say that. Like, don't do that. Like, Of all the people to twist their words, I'm the last mother effer you want to do that to. Don't frickin' twist my words. You know what I mean when I say that. We do a talk show in the morning, we have a great vibe, and we play gameplay in the afternoons. And if the YouTube audience is abandoning interest in New World, the core audience isn't the proof we need that we're making a good decision. That's what I meant when I said that. Like, don't put words in my mouth. Phrasing makes a difference? Frick you. Is that good enough phrasing for you? In the context of what I was saying, Abe, I said, if YouTube's not interested, the core audience doesn't matter. The core audience in that equation doesn't matter. You have to ignore the core audience and say, what is YouTube doing? What's YouTube doing? Is YouTube interested in the game? And if YouTube's not interested in the game, then we can't grind it for literally for forever. We said the same thing about single player games. The core audience doesn't matter. You guys are going to watch no matter what. Like, the core audience loves the show, loves the vibe, whatever. But if the core audience is showing up to watch me play Ghost of Tsushima, I could say the same thing. I could be like, this is stupid. I can't do this. I can't invest hundreds of hours completing Ghost of Tsushima and then be like, well, the core audience is showing up. That's a stupid plan. We have to be smart. Compare how long you grinded the D2 directory. I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying, though, Gale. We can see search results. We can see interest in the back end. And the YouTube audience, like, you understand that when I was grinding in the D2 directory, there was consistent interest in Destiny, right? So you know what you're looking, like, you know you're putting yourself in a funnel of interest. Do you see? Like, I knew I could grind Destiny, and then when, like, Division came out, there was going to be a continued funnel of interest in the Division, okay? And with this game, it's totally clear that, like, the funnel of interest is already drying up. Do you know what I'm saying? I get we need more people, but I feel like our opinions don't matter. We're digging New World, but we don't need the core audience's attention. Let's pivot to whatever new people want instead. See, again, you're completely misrepresenting what I'm saying. The number of hours required to put into New World to make progress, Abe, I can't do that if the YouTube viewing audience is, like, evaporating and saying, we're not really interested in watching this game. Because of the number of hours I'll have to put in, homie. Don't you see? Like, look at it as like a scale. I gotta stack hours and hours and hours and streams and streams and streams on this side of the scale. And over here, it's gonna go all topsy-turvy on me if I put all these hours of interest in and all that's over here is the core audience. That would be a mistake. That would be like, bro, this game's gotten so long in the tooth. You can't keep playing this game. Problem is, late game New World is that people are looking for the PvP. Well, I mean, Harry came in today and said the fourth dungeon's amazing, right? Fourth dungeon's amazing. I'm thinking, great, that's good to hear. It's good to hear that, like, endgame PvE is enjoyable. We can get there. But we're just not making any progress. It's so slow. Like, I'm 31, and we just played for another 2.5 hours, and I leveled up once. All the guys that are getting big numbers are doing war and PvP events and already grinding the end game. Right, and I'm convinced, Wheezy, the same thing happened with Trials, right? Trials drove crazy big numbers, and then we were like meat and potatoes throughout the week. I still believe we can be meat and potatoes for this game. There's plenty of people out there that just want to chill, they just want to vibe, they would get in a company, go grind, go quest, go dungeons with their buddies. The day-to-day player. Like, this game appeals to a more average player, right? 2 to 3 hours a day isn't going to get you far in this game. Can't expect it to. Why are you lecturing me, Abe? Like, I don't understand your posture. Like, I just don't understand why you're lecturing me. Like, they designed a game that seemed like it appealed to more mid-lane players. So I figured I wouldn't have to no-life the game to make progress, right? I figured we can plug away at this game. We were plugging away at the game. We were making really, really good progress. We've hit that wall that everybody talks about hitting, and it makes our streams less interesting. It's like, it's just some guy grinding campaigns and quests. Like, that's what the game is. The people that optimize themselves all the way to be like war ready and 50s and 60s and all that, like, those guys no life the game. That's not where I am in life. I was like, I'm going to represent a sector of the game, the gamers that play this, a sector of the audience that plays New World, and I'm going to play it at this pace. And we hit this wall, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what we're supposed to do now. Like, I don't know what we're supposed to do. Like, if the interest was there, I'd grind this till the frickin' cows came home, dude. I'd grind it till the cows come home. But multiple days in a row now, I look on the back end and I'm like, I don't know, man. No one's searching for New World. And if they are, then they're certainly not finding us. I don't think it's about no-lifing or no-lifing. I think it's a thing where other guys are no-lifing. And so now people have already seen the tedium to get to that point. To be fair, I've been loving your content and watching another 100 hours of you grinding the game. But that's what I mean. Like, I can't eat off of that, homie. Like, that's a fact. MMOs are grindy. It takes a lot of time to get to the higher level stuff. This certainly doesn't seem like a traditional MMO, though. You're acting like this is EverQuest or World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy. It certainly doesn't feel like that. You know what I mean? They don't care about the in-between. The game's not interesting as people want it to be. It's very hard to squeeze the other big games out. New World isn't special. It's good, but not special. You have to understand the predicament that I'm in. You have to. Like, I'm not in a position to just do whatever I want anymore. We lost that right, man. I've been robbed of volition. I've been robbed of volition. Like, I can't just do whatever I want. I have to do what's good for the business. I'm providing for my family. Like, and if New World grind of PvE content isn't going to get us there, then I don't know what I'm supposed to do. People were cool with watching the tedium for a week or so, but now it's watching someone grind to hit 60 or whatever. Or watch someone already at 60 grind. Right, and I don't expect people to watch that, but I was told MMOs have big fan bases. MMOs will just chill and watch people grind. MMOs this, MMOs that, and I thought, okay, all right, you know, we did that in the other game. Well, let's try it in this game. Let's see what happens. You know, I just don't know if YouTube is going to be able to garner enough. I think this game is always going to have a giant thorn in its side. And it's always going to be the fact that they firmly established a giant funnel on the other platform because of the drops, you know. I don't think the player base is going to drop off, Raphael. I don't think so. I think the player base is enjoying themselves. Like, everywhere I go to new towns, and the new towns are super populated. I mean, look at where we are now. We're surrounded by people in the 40s. I don't think people are dropping off. I think people are digging it. People would be cool with watching you grind up for a week or so, but after that, they're ready to watch the end game grind. Right, and like, I'm not in a position to do that. You know what I mean? This is a new game, so most gamers will want the game content for now. I'm not saying I'm going to drop it, Abe. I'm just saying look at the progress we're making and do the math. Like, get out a calculator, dude. Do the math. We're not going to be able to do anything cool for like a month. I don't have the time. I don't have the time, bro. Like, if I'm leveling up once a day, if I'm able to squeeze one level out every day, we got to get to, what? I would think at least 45 to start doing interesting content. What does Creature think? He was saying we need to funnel the gameplay. Like, you need to do something in the gameplay that people are interested in. So we did the housing. Then I thought, okay, campaign. Maybe people want to see elements of the campaign. There's got to be lots of people coming that aren't only interested in PvP wars. We want to find those people. You know what I mean? Would playing during the morning show help? I just don't know, Christina, because I like the vibe of the morning show. I don't want to disrupt it by me playing too much. I think periodically we could do that. Like, I could do the talk and then just sort of do gameplay while we banter. We used to do that with the other game. I certainly could do that, right? How fast can you get to 45? I don't know. I don't know the fastest way to level. I truly don't. People said to do what I did today, and we did it. I felt like we were super efficient. I had Syndicate helping me. He helped me. And we got a level. We leveled one time. You know? I don't know. The big wars are exciting for people as well as watching the endgame grind. I know you can't grind to that, but realistically, the interest won't. I personally love watching you grind. I found you recently on YouTube. Grab a lot of quests that you can just buy the items from trading, use money from the company again, and buy into stuff. We were doing that. That doesn't pay out enough anymore, Abe. I think that works when you're down in like the 20s and stuff. The last couple times I've did that, it's barely moved the needle. I don't think we can brute force our way through this with money, right? In another 30 minutes, if you wouldn't have had that annoying boss, you probably would have squeezed out 2 levels in a play session. That's about 2 weeks of grinding to hit level 60. Oh, you're lurking. The fastest way to level is to either town boards or do all the corrupted portals. Yeah, you are really, really high. Somebody said that. Somebody's like, he is the highest level dude in our company. It's just, here's the challenge. I don't have a plan of action, and the plan of action doesn't seem to be working. Even if I would have beaten that guy, we didn't have that many more quests to do. We had a 34, and we had this 34, and then we had that one all the way up there. Those 3 might have rolled me over to 32. Maybe. I don't know. That chunk down there is pretty big. I don't think those would have rolled me over. I don't think that's correct. I don't think these 2 here and that one up there, I don't think 3 quests would have been enough. It'd have been close. But there's 2 more quests you can pick up as well. I don't know. We got into a wheelhouse with the other game because the other game was extremely casual, and I don't see the road. I'm like looking for the road. I'm like, I don't know how we're supposed to do this. Like, it was easy when folks were just showing up just to see what in the frick was going on, and they like enjoyed the vibe. But like when I'm just sitting here grinding, and we're not making the progress, and the interest isn't there either, it's like, holy frick, is this what we're supposed to be doing? Like, is this the right decision? Trying to do the casual experience. I don't know if there is one. Well, not... not casual, Eugene, but I do think there is a more mid-lane way to play this game. I do. I think you can play this pretty mid-lane. I think you can just quest and get your skills leveled up. You can get your buds and run some dungeons. You don't like, and that can be like super challenging attention to detail. But at the same time, like once you're on the horse, like think of it the other day when we were grinding the dungeon. We did the dungeon twice and we did a bunch of quests. That's pretty casual. I was chilling. I was talking to chat. We kind of knew what we were doing. You know. I think we've hit this leveling wall, and I don't know what to do about it. I don't. I know it's not interesting. I know it's not interesting gameplay, and I know it's not the greatest content. Like I'm just sort of like vegged out, just like you know what I'm saying? You need a hardcore grind to get to the point to cover the casual play, right? Group up with them and let them do the PvE grind in the morning while you just don't show your screen. I mean, there's certainly something to be said for the fact that, like, I could basically just be, like, a super casual healer and just grab quests and just literally follow people and get them all done. I don't know. I don't know. There is something to be said for, like, bringing back that vibe, but, like, you have to understand, like, Abe didn't like me saying the core audience doesn't matter. Do you understand that's why we still do the talk show in the morning? Because, like, we know the core audience loves it. Like, I don't want to take that from people. We've had to take so much from everybody. We've had to take so much from the audience. I don't want to take more from the audience. So, like, don't think that I'm, like, shrugging off the core audience. We could have threw ourselves full bore at this and completely gutted the talk show and only been doing gameplay and grinding and doing everything we could. And I think that would have been a disservice to the support, to the people that like the talk show, to the people that love to vibe in the morning. I don't want to turn my back on those people and be like, oh no, we're New World now, baby. Like, I thought that would have been unfair. People really, really like the morning show. So I don't know if I want to do that. With the other game, you had years of backbone and only had to grind current levels. That helps too, is that you're kind of always perpetually in that game's end game, you know. You have about a week or two where you have to kind of put up with crap, and then you're out of the weeds, you know. Oh. Imagine starting that game at the beginning. Right. And it's just, I'm just being honest. It's scary to think, like, okay, we're signing up for 2 or 3 weeks of this, hoping it's going to be worth it. Like, hoping we get to the end game and people care. Do you know what I'm playing? You know what I'm saying? It's a freaking relevancy game, man. It's a relevancy game. We're going to be so late to the end game. Will anybody care by the time we get there? At least it's not Biomutant. Even on Purple, though, you had to put talks on pause when an expansion or whatever launched to grind and get to the endgame stuff again. I mean, yes and no. We would still try to immediately start doing first impressions talks and stuff, you know, for YouTube. We would kind of put, like, the long, lengthy Q&A sessions on hold, though. That's true. By the time you get to the end game, if it takes another month, by then people already have the guys they want to watch. Right. Like when we covered ESO that one time, it was clear. It was like the audiences are already established. They have who they like. And the same thing's happening with this game. And we're already behind. We're already behind. And so in a couple of weeks, you know, the hope would be you could maybe drift off those people on Suggest, and they'd be like, oh, here's somebody I've never heard of doing endgame stuff. You know what I mean? and you would hope that would be a good funnel, maybe. Because we're pulling good support. It's not like people don't like the content, you know. Yeah, the difference is you can really get some good recommends and suggests off of big channels, Wheeze. You can. You can. It's possible the big names move on and stop playing and you get people coming over. Right, we've thought about that. When the Final Fantasy stuff hits, there'll be a lot of people looking for people, you know, for New World streamers. You know what I mean? We did a live stream co-op stuff with Ginger and the other dudes. We're not on the same server. I don't know. I see the potential, and you guys have supported it, and you guys have backed it. So, you know, nothing I said was to indicate that, like, I don't care about the core audience. I was just expressing the concern that we need more than that. Like, if we're going to put such a massive amount of time into this, you have to understand what we're doing when we're playing this game. We're turning our backs on a lot of people. There are a lot of members of this community that have zero interest in this game. They can't play it. They can't get in. They can't get involved. And that's a lot of investment hoping that, like, you know, it pays off. I guarantee you there are tons of people that as soon as we started doing this, they're like, I'm bouncing. This isn't for me. You know what I mean? And I understand that. It's very different than our what we've done. I like the idea. Of niching down a little bit into MMOs and covering them, but I don't know where I'm going to find the time to play. You open your channel to me through New World? Oh, no, I know that. We've met a lot of new people. We have, and that's been really encouraging. You know what I mean? We've got to figure out how to get me out of this if we're stuck here for too long, right? If we're stuck here for too long, 31, we could probably start to slide me over too in the capture. I just realized that. We could probably put me here so that way that the level is visible. That's not bad. That's not bad positioning. I appreciate that. You guys that work or lurk, you guys that show up no matter what, come on. You guys know that, like, I appreciate you. You do. We're in a valley, and I got to figure out how to get out of it. Because if we spend 3 weeks in this valley, it's going to be bad. We're just going to slowly like dwindle, and we got to figure out how to prevent that from happening. No, I'm not doing that. The last thing I'm going to do is hand the game to somebody else. I'm not doing that. This game seems mid-lane than other MMOs, but it's still grindy. The other game was pseudo-light. I appreciate that, Imori. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want anybody hopping on my account and playing for me. That's the last thing I want to do. Like, I don't want the seeds of my coverage of this game planted in that way. People are like, well, that guy didn't even play. He let other people play. Can you start doing deep dive talks into specific mechanics of the game yet? We've been trying. We tried to give talk on fast travel, on housing, on leveling. These are all early game concerns that people might have and be interested in. But we can't go much beyond that. We really can't. Right now, we could probably have a pretty good debate and a discussion about everybody's asking for mounts, and then we could maybe do a pretty good debate about factions and what the maps are looking like. But after that, it's kind of like, until we get out of the lull. Until we get out of the lull, I could review the Amrine dungeon and talk about what I think. Hopefully maybe get to the second dungeon and then review that. But we got to get out of this. We got to get out of the lull. We've got to get into the end game. Might be worth jumping into PvP to get people's attention. Well, and that's the thing, though, Abe. I don't want to try to be somebody I'm not. I never did that in the other game, and it was fine. I firmly believe if we can get to the end game, we can cover this game in a way that people won't be like, I can't believe you're not doing PvP. Like, I don't think that's necessary. I don't. I never felt it was necessary in the other game, and it never really hurt us. It did hurt us at certain times, obviously. Yeah. Maybe too soon to give up. I'm not giving up. I was expressing the frustration and the problem. Like, I put my finger on it. I was like, we're not getting anywhere. And that makes sense as to why people are like, well, what are we watching here? It's just a guy questing. You know what I mean? Maybe get some guys together around your level and run PvP quests. I don't think the 5%'s worth it. If you think the 5%'s gonna speed up what we've been doing, I don't think so. It's not worth it. PvP, yeah, flagging for PvP gives you a 5% bonus, and you get more faction like coin, like currency. But I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth taking that risk for 5%. You know. 5% is one less day out of 20. Yeah, it wouldn't be worth the frustration. You did the groundwork with the other game, you got to do it here. I know, I just have to carve out the time. Like, I don't have enough time. I just don't have enough time. Like this morning, I was recording gameplay to premiere over on Presents, and now we got to play Far Cry 6, and it's just like, I don't know. I just don't know. This is for the werewolf game, since you're going back to it. Thanks, Smashville. I don't know where I'm going to find the time in the day to do it. Outside of what people suggested, like, try to passively level in the mornings while I'm doing the talk show. Outside of that, I don't know. Maybe in the mornings do the skinning and the ground farm to level up behind the scenes while you chat. I heard it can level you up pretty quickly. Casual grinding won't hurt the morning show vibes. Lose the talk for a bit. Oh, man. It seemed like at first you were having a ton of fun covering the game, but now it's causing you stress instead. Right, because we hit a wall and I can't do it. I can't do me. You know what I mean? Me. I got to deep dive. I got to be able to analyze. Like, you know what I'm saying? What level is Gingery? Maybe a good source for grinding. I mean, we have a guy in our company that's super high level that already came in and said what, you know, the best way. Where did he go? Oh, right here, lurking. Yeah, lurking is 43. Yeah, let me be clear. I think maybe you guys, and again, I was irritated, so I probably wasn't speaking clearly. I never expected to build the foundation quickly. I didn't. I want to create good content, and I can't do that right now. Like, I'm just questing and slowly leveling, which means I can't do deep dives. And it also means that the gameplay isn't that interesting. And I don't like the way that feels. I look at the numbers and I'm like, no one cares. Like, no one cares about what I'm doing right now. No one cares about what I'm talking about. And it makes sense. And that's a crummy feeling. It's like, okay, what the frick are we supposed to do then? Am I supposed to spend 4 weeks being basically uninteresting in the game? Like, I don't want to do that. I want to be able to offer people good content. You know, and I don't feel like we've been able to do that the last couple of days because we've hit this wall. So we're just sort of like, okay, we just got to grind, I guess, you know. So if we could maybe supplement the grind in the morning to make some progress, you know. I'm just thinking out loud, but it does make me wonder what others that cover MMOs do when they hit these windows. Well, I mean, I think what they do is they know life the game, and I'm just not in a position to do this. Like, as I know that like Astacross know life the game for that first week. Like, he was just always playing. He had his community helping him. That when you're a big YouTuber, it's helpful too. You got people just absolutely throwing themselves at the game, and I just can't do that. I'm not in a position to know life this game. The fact that I am where I am, I've already made a ton of sacrifices and done a ton of things off stream. Like the first like week that it came out, I was absolutely just like, I was really irritated that one day we couldn't play because I knew we were going to fall behind. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not in a position to steamroll the content. You know what I mean? And you can't really stream like that on YouTube. Like, you got to be really, really careful. Like, we know that we don't like streams to go longer than 3 hours from all of our research. You know what I mean? Maybe no life and on the weekend? No. I'm not sacrificing any more than I already have. We'll have to figure out how to do it within the framework of the time that I have. You know what I mean? But that's why I think this game, I found this game appealing. I found this game appealing because it seemed like I won't have to do that. And there'll be lots of players that don't want to do that. There'll be lots of players that enjoy more mid lane, more casual. And then I could become that voice again, right? I could become that voice. I became that voice in Destiny. And I think that's one of the reasons my channel had mass appeal. Because there were way more people playing that game like that. And they like the fact that I took up for the day-to-day player, the more casual player. The moms, the dads, the lurkers, the listeners, the busy college students. Like, I had that appeal. So I saw a road in this game for that. I think this game's going to appeal more to mid lanes. I think I can really speak to those players and their experience. We just have to figure out how to get the frick out of this lull that we're in. Those players are there, but you were always ahead of them still. Right. Fishing and hunting can be the new orbit. Yeah, Mo, maybe. Maybe we just say, listen, guys, we're going to do something for the next week, and I'll just level with the community. I'll be like, I got to make progress in New World. We've fallen behind. The only way I'm making progress in New World is we kick the day off with the 4-minute talk. We all get to vibe and chat for a few minutes, and then I spend the next 2.5 hours of the stream playing, and we'll keep talking, we'll keep debating, we'll try to have good debate topics, but I gotta grind. If I don't, we're kind of done. We're kind of sunk. Like, I'm not gonna make enough progress in the afternoons. Like, I thought 2 to 3 hours in the afternoon, sometimes 4, I thought it would be enough. But the slowdown is severe. Like, it is very, very severe. And I know people are like, well, that's what these games are like, and that's how these games are. My gut said that this game would be a little bit different than that. And I still think it is. I still think it's more accessible and more... I think it's faster than a lot of other MMOs. You could have been grinding during the whole purple rant, and it wouldn't have changed the rant. Right, like, I'm pretty good at that. I'm pretty practiced at playing and ranting. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bad at that. I've gotten pretty good at that. Like, this game's pretty easy to autopilot. You know what I mean? I couldn't play Division and talk. I never could do it. You know what I mean? I think Amazon has it marketed for accessibility, but the audience still cares more for the hardcore. Right, but there's an audience that's not like that, Wheeze. I'm more interested in the audience that lines up with me. Do you know what I'm saying? Think about what I did in Destiny. I think Eugene's right. I was always ahead of the casuals. However, I never adjusted what I did in the game to appeal to that audience. I never got into trials. I never got into Grandmasters. I never did any of those things. I just didn't. I just did my thing. I was like, nah, this is how I play the game. This is how I vibe with the game. And I think we can do the same thing with this game. I think I can appeal to people that will line up with me. And that's who I want. I know that group is probably smaller, but I'd rather appeal to them and be natural, organic, authentic, right? Question is, how much do you have to sacrifice to get that audience? Is it worth it? Like, how big is that audience for a new MMO? My theory and my prediction, I have to base some of my decisions off of predictions. My prediction is that in a couple of months, there will be lots of people that treat this game like that. It's their chill hobby, and we can be a place for them to hang out. You know what I mean? And right, we need to be ahead of them in the first place. I don't disagree with that premise. I think we have to solve that problem. We have to solve that problem of how do we get Lono on top of the wave without disrupting his entire like personal life. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we get above that wave? And I think that's all we can try, right? I think that's all we can try is let's try it in the morning and see if we can't get a little bit more progress so that by the end of next week we feel like we're in a better position. You know what I mean? If we take one more week to really apply ourselves to this, it could really pay out big. I can't do what I'm doing right now and make it to a place where I can do what I need to do. It's just too slow. I think even the casual audience is, for example, interested in PvP. How many levels did we get through today? 1. We went up 1. We would have almost rolled it over into 32, but it would have been close. And you're not investing for this week or next, but for months in advance, right? I could play in Wars, Wheezy. I'm just not interested in flagging for PvP. And I mean, obviously, once I get to max level and once I'm endgame, I would throw myself into some Wars. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. What could be appealing is seeing some more, like, mid-lane players hop into Wars, you know. Right, no. I'm not against that. Just right now, getting leveled, I don't want to flag for PvP. I might not have been clear about that. I'm totally fine to throw myself into Wars and grab some of the homies that I've been playing with and be like, let's do it, let's go. Once we get out of this valley that we're in. I think watching you is more relatable than watching a level 60. People might be going to those because the game is brand new, but in the long term, I think your coverage is going to resonate. That's been my prediction. That's what we did in Destiny, and I think we can do it in this game too. I think the dust will settle. People will get accustomed to like, oh, these guys do Wars, these guys do PvP. But when they want to find just a place to hang out and have good conversations and just like hang out with a crowd that plays the game like them, I think we can be that. We've got to get on top of the wave, and right now we're not on top of the wave, right? None of us have seen a PvP quest to gain influence to start a war. People would be interested to see what wars are like for someone similar to them, not the no-lifers. Just showcase it. Don't got to be a full-time PvPer. I heard that the war system is tiresome. We could certainly dip our toes in that tomorrow and be like, well, tomorrow's going to be tough. Tomorrow we were actually going to do like a 10-minute talk and then gameplay and then Metroid and then From Friday. Yeah, I need to hit 60 at some point. I mean, that needs to happen. We've got to get there. We've got to figure out the path. We have to figure out the path. Because what we're doing right now, it's just going to take us too long. It's going to take us too long. It's going to be frickin' November, and I'm going to be just squeaking into the end game. That's not good enough. We've got to solve. We have to solve for X. What's the problem? The problem is X. Lono's leveling too slow, and that's leading to another problem. Why? The problem of why. It's not interesting. People aren't interested in what he's doing right now. He's too far behind. Okay, we can solve both those problems. Maybe. We can solve both those problems by adding gameplay in the mornings to just give me more. You know what I mean? Sounds like it's time to optimize the fun out of the game. At least for a time, we might have to. Because Because listen, I'll be honest with you. I looked at the time and couldn't believe it had been 2.5 hours. I was like, holy frick. I was like, oh my gosh. Why? I was enjoying myself. I was questing. I was just doing my thing. You know what I mean? I was talking with you guys. We were laughing. We were just blah, 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 hunting for gators. Da-da-da-da. Like, we were just doing our thing, you know? This may be helpful in getting your level up. What is this? Tracking and skinning guides 0 to 200. Max skinning in just a few hours. Yeah, we could just do something like that in the morning. I don't even have to show you what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I don't have to show you what I'm doing. Akuta Pop says, the only game I know with faster leveling is the New World is Star Wars Old Republic. I can go 1 to 65 in a week, 65 to 70 in another couple of days. Do you like the game, though? I actually do. I completely lost track of time today. Like, Boar Farm's best. Like I'm saying, like, I lost track of time. It's felt like the old days. It really has. It's felt like the old days. But then I look at the back end, right? And then I look at my character's level, and I'm like, we gotta frickin' make a change. This isn't working, right? I think that's one of the reasons it soured my mood so quickly. I was like, man, I was having a good time. You freaking kidding me? Like, we barely moved the needle, you know? We barely moved the needle. And in the process, you know, I'm also a YouTuber. And I looked in the background, and I was like, I don't know, man. Interest is waning. And then everybody starts making good points. They're like, well, you're kind of far behind, you know? You're not doing the thing that a lot of the big boys and the grinders are doing. And you got to get there. You know? You got to get there. You're missing some good leveling time right now. Oh, I had to calm down. I was friggin' tilted. I was angry. If you like the game, you should stop looking at the metrics so much. The viewers and subs will come. Well, Abe, I have never been I don't want to be blown about by the metrics. I want to be a little bit grounded, but I also have to consider the metrics are a barometer. The metrics are a barometer. If interest is waning, we have to figure out why. I think you guys nailed it. You were like, well, you know, you're in the mid-game slump, man. It's not really inviting, you know? You got to get out of that slump. You got to get out of there. That's a fair-made point. That's a fair-made point. And that means I got a long ways to go, you know. Even if you were playing 8 hours a day, you still only gain about 4 levels in that play session, so progress is just slow all around. Right, but if I can hit anywhere from 2, 3, and 4 levels a day, homie, I mean, you're talking about getting me to max level in 2 weeks instead of a month. Like, you see what I'm saying? If in 2 weeks we can be close, or at least doing some of that end game, like basically it'd be really, really good to just start cracking levels off, so we could start doing some of the dungeons, start doing some of the higher level farms, the corruption farms. You know what I mean? Get to 35, kind of grind. Get to 40, maybe grind the 45, stuff like that. My worry is that when you played Destiny, every time you played the game, you would lose people. What stops them from doing that now? That was a mixed bag, Sorcerer. That was near the end where if I did raids, I lost people because I stopped talking. If I was doing bounties and pub events and stuff, we were fine because I could just chill and talk. Raids always killed viewership because I couldn't talk to chat. All I know is if you're enjoying the game, it's obvious for the viewers. It's nice to finally see you play a game again that you're actually enjoying. What did Ashen say? I watched the show for chill vibes and the occasional spicy rank. Same thing with D2. That won't change if you do gameplay in the morning. And then Prosy says, exactly. He didn't clear all the D2 content the fastest either. It's the commentary for me. I'd paid for all this to be for naught. Am I in the market for a 3000 series GPU? No, no. Well, let's make this the game plan then. Because I don't want to walk away from the game. I like the game. That's why part of my frustration and my anger was, dadgummit, I'm enjoying this. I don't want to have to put this down. But my gosh, we can't do this for a month and expect good results. It's not going to work, right? We have to become a resource, you know? We have to become a resource. And we're not going to do that at our current progression. So the game plan will be, tomorrow's obviously a little bit different. Tomorrow we'll do talk show and then immediately kind of jump into gameplay. And then when we're done with that show, the morning show, we'll do Metroid, and then we'll do From Friday. And we're about to do Far Cry 6. And then all next week, the game plan will be open up with the talk show, open up with the topic, and then jump into gameplay and start making some progress. You know, I could even do what Menacing Mommy suggested. The first couple of days, I could literally just maybe even stay in the studio scene and just skin and chop down trees, bam, 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 bam. And then all of a sudden, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, we're like, hey, now he's going to start kind of running some content with people in the morning. That's what we did in Destiny. People liked watching me run content and pull people in, and we'd run strikes, we'd run bounties, and blah, blah, blah. Did you get my email about the controllers? Yeah, I put the P.O. Box command in chat. You can. There's another one right there. You can copy pasta. You can write that down or whatever. I actually wouldn't mind you just running around skinning. Well, and we could see. Listen. Gameplay pulls. Gameplay tends to pull. Like, people like to see gameplay. And if we're doing a talk show and I'm just running around doing dumb stuff, you know what I mean? You can keep the studio scene, add a little pip of the gameplay down in the corner. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think when you're doing gameplay, you know what I mean? Don't forget about culling hounds part. They give you really good XP, 600 apiece. It's all in the video. I'll check out the video, Christine. I appreciate it. I don't know why the P.O. Box command's not working. Like somebody earlier said, gathering skinning can be the new orbit. Yeah. I think what happened was I felt the pressure to progress, and so both yesterday and today it was all about the quest, go, quest, go. And then today, all it took was one death, and I felt like a massive setback. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I felt this massive amount of pressure to level because I'm feeling the weight of, like, we're so far behind, you know, and I feel inadequate. I'm like, I'm not able to talk about the game in the way that I want because we're so far behind. And that's why I was so irritated. Yeah, Abe, and I'm not supposed to do that. Like, we've tried not to talk about that. We've tried not to talk about viewership. We've tried to avoid that. We have. Because it always starts to feel like, well, Lono's only going to do what's good for new viewers. And it's like, I don't want that to be the case. You guys need to know the main reason that I haven't done gameplay in the mornings is because I care so much about the core audience. It's like, we asked you guys to switch channels. We asked you guys to move memberships. Like, we've asked a lot of the core audience. But when we're trying to grow and meet new people, I can't be like, well, the core audience is here. Like, that would be just such an ignorant way to act. Like, well, people are here. Like, I have to be smart. And, you know, it's exactly why I spoke up, because it was coming off that way. Right. And in the heat of the moment, I was just kind of like, you know, we can't base our decisions off that. We can't, you know. Like, feedback from people that love you is not always the best feedback. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that people are chilling, vibing, watching, blah, 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 like, that's not always the best feedback. It's like, brother, I could be freaking playing Barbie's Dream House. You know what I'm saying? And so that's like, it's like, well, the audience that when we're thinking about that, like, you guys don't care what I'm doing. I'm grinding. I have to worry about what's the audience want. What does the new world audience want? Because I'm not giving it to them. You know what I mean? As one of the mid-level casual players, I enjoy watching the casual play because that's what I'm doing. Honestly, I'm not going to PvP, and I enjoy the convo as well. Right. No, I appreciate that. I'm telling you, I think there's a lot of people out there like that. I do. I don't think they'll necessarily respect or look for someone like me if I'm too far behind, though. If we slip too far down the hill, they're going to be like, what the frick? This guy's like 37. Why would I listen to him? Why would I listen to him? You know, he's 37. So, we'll try that game plan next week, and we'll see. We'll see if it doesn't put us in a better position. Hilly, yeah, I have no idea what we're going to play tomorrow. I mean, I guess we could play more New World and we could just fish and hunt, fish and hunt, fish and hunt. Let's just find a place where you're at level and just literally just grab town boards and fish and hunt. Like, I think we could make that funny. Let's just go to a place where you're not going to die, and I think we could have a fun time with it. To be fair, you're not really giving gameplay advice. You're more like giving hot takes on the game systems. Yeah. I love that you're just a couple levels ahead of me, killing the same mobs and going through the same gear challenges I'm about to see. This weekend's all about catching up to you. Well, I appreciate some of you guys that I can tell are newer or less familiar names that are like, I'm digging the fact that you're not at max and you're more casual. That's encouraging. It's like, I'm telling you, there's tons of people like that aren't going to look for the hardcore PvP heads. They're going to look for the guys that play the game mid lane, play it like a hobby, you know? Like 30 and So Gaming just said a little bit ago, like, it's his hobby. Like, I think a lot of people are going to get there for this game. So, we could make a drinking game out of fishing. We can make a drinking game out of fishing or hunting. We don't want to fish for too long. I think fishing is fun for about an hour, and then we got to move on. So, I think that's what we'll do. Give me a second. I got to move my PS5. Sorry, I forgot that the PlayStation was in rest, so it has to, like, properly power down. Mithrax says, I think you're wrong in that. Back in the D2 days, I wasn't like, oh, this guy's light is so-and-so, I'll watch him. I like the way you covered the game, not your current status in the game. Mithrax, let me be clear. If I get too far behind, I can't commentate on so much of the game that matters. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's the issue. I need to be in a position to deep dive. I can't do that when I'm stuck in the 30s and the 20s. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I got to a place in Destiny where I could deep dive all the systems. Why? I was ahead of the wave. My light level didn't matter that much, you know. I covered the game because I was ahead of the wave. We got to get ahead of the wave. We have to. It's a must. Now, it's going to take us a minute. There's no cheap road here. There's no cheap road. There's no cheap road. But, like, I have to get to a status of, like, okay, this guy's at the end. He's run all the dungeons. He's got a pretty good build. He knows what the frick he's talking about, right? So, like, if I give a criticism of a system or an analyzation of a content loop, or I talk about fast travel in the late game, or dungeons as a grind, or, you know, loot diversity, or build diversity, or this build's too strong, this build's too weak, this gun doesn't even seem endgame viable at all, like, or this build, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? At a certain point, you don't care about a guy who's basically at the beginning. Right. 325 Far Cry 6 notification is my time off. Oh, did you get a noti about it? What did I schedule it for? We've basically been talking for. Oh no, yeah, 2:25. It was like an hour ago when I scheduled that. Yeah, I got ticked and was like, I got to schedule the next stream. I should have done a better job with that. I should have put it 30 minutes out. Shouldn't you be out logging right now? Right. Give me a second. I got to move my PS5. It's in the living room. Oh. Oh. If you're level 40 in this game, you put in a ton of hours already. Yeah. It's just going to take us time. I understand there's no cheat code here, right? There's no cheat code, but we could certainly do some things to speed it up. So, let me get a tweet ready, and we'll go over and do some Far Cry. We'll probably just do Far Cry for about an hour. It'll just make a nice little VOD of coverage. And then I got the Monkey Ball premiere. If you compare a level 35 to a 50 or 60, people are going to go to the 50 or 60 for the leveled content. I understand the dilemma. Right. Once the no-lifers stop playing because of the lack of content, all the casuals are still playing and interested in watching gameplay. Homie, that's one of the reasons why about 2 or 3 weeks into every season or expansion, we always got like a huge bump in our coverage of Destiny. That's our bread and butter. If I can get ahead of the wave here and we can make some good progress, once the hardcores drop off, once the hardcore, content creators drop off, we can be the casual safe haven. We were always the casual safe haven before. It was how we approached it. You know what I mean? Oh, hang on. Let me stand in an inn. Where is the inn? It's to my left. New subscriber, ready to see more New World in the coming days. I mean, I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate it. There's nothing worse than feeling the pressure of needing to level and seeing in stark terms that, like, I just am not leveling fast enough. Like, that's just a terrible feeling. You know what I mean? What does standing in the inn help? Helps with, like, the rested XP buff whenever you come back or whatever. Yeah, if they were selling the XP buffs right now in the store, you better frickin' believe I'd be buying them. I'd be frickin' buying them right now. I'd be swiping that dadgum credit card. I wouldn't hesitate. I would be in there, dude. I would be paying to win, no doubt. No doubt. All right, let's see. Let me drag myself over here. And then let's close out of Steam. Minimize that. Well, actually, we can close Chrome. No, I need to open that as an administrator. Run as administrator. You always want to run OBS as administrator. Upper Echelon put out a video about war fatigue, which is apparently a growing issue. If big war players start falling off, it could put you in a good place to capture people looking for content. And we'd fund it, right. I'm a man of simple tastes. Seeing a little live, I tune in for at least to see what's up. I'm here for the personality. I appreciate that. I like I said, I just lost my cool. I got irritated. It was like there was just this massive pressure. There was just this massive pressure to progress and to level. And when I saw how little we achieved again today, and then like I said, I looked on the back end and I was like, oh my gosh, no one's searching for this type of gameplay. We got to get the frick out of here. You know what I mean? So, because I want to build a home in it. I do. I love the guys in the company. I love the fact that the company's growing. I hate the fact that our server is full. Hopefully that can get rectified. You know, hopefully that can get rectified. I'm going to put a link in chat. Redirect should bring you with us. We're going to go over and check out Far Cry for just about an hour just to have a nice showcase of the VOD on launch date. Redirect should bring you with me. It's super helpful and supportive if most of you come with us, even if it's just for a little bit. There's like 180-something people here, all right? So, I will see you guys over there. Oh, and sorry to Abe for saying frick you. Sorry, Abe. I said frick you. How's that for phrasing? That's not cool. I'm sorry. All right, I'll see you guys over in the Far Cry 6 stream.